Traditional versus Modern, a comparison of Sears and Amazon by Holly Jadlocki. Let's start by identifying characteristics of a traditional company. When I think of a traditional company, I envision a triangle hierarchy that has a distinct vertical climb. There is a very structured and distinct chain of command, and employees must follow the guidelines to those employees above them in this hierarchy. The organization is broken up into departments, and each department is specialized in their work and generally follow the set goals and guidelines provided to them. There is usually a department head, and there is not much interaction between departments. There are set rules and regulations, and business strategy or company goals generally do not change often, if at all. Overall, you may classify a traditional organization as fixed or rigid. On the other side of the coin, we have modern organizations. Modern organizations are more team-oriented with less boundaries. Teams are generally assembled based on projects and may include members from various departments. Modern organizations collaborate more and are often more flexible on their workflow, work hours, or even work locations. They use the latest technology for information sharing, which allows employees to work at any location, whether it's in the office, at home, or in the park. Now let's compare a traditional company like Sears to a modern company like Amazon, specifically speaking of their retail services. I will be comparing these companies by these 6 criteria. How does the company create value for the customer? Did they give their customers more value than their competitors? How did they deliver value through operational excellence, customer intimacy, or product leadership? Have these companies segmented their customers, and what did they do to target those segmented customers? How have these companies built relationships and loyalty with their customers? Have they used AI or big data? In what way did they use these tools? How does the leadership and organizational structure help their digital maturity and digital transformation? Finally, how does the company make personnel decisions? Is it based on opinion, or do they use data? In the late 1890s, 2/3 of Americans lived in rural areas. Most shopping was done at local general stores where items were highly priced and there was little selection. Sears and Roebuck started a mail order catalog that included over 500 pages of merchandise at lower prices and even included delivery in most cases. Rural Americans could now purchase almost anything and have it delivered to their homes. Their first brick and mortar store opened up in 1925, and stores were located in working class neighborhoods and urban areas to meet the needs of a growing urban workforce. They slowly expanded to suburban areas and became a staple in shopping malls. Most Americans were now able to get everything they needed, and even things they didn't need, conveniently and at a good price thanks to Sears. Moving over to Amazon, it has also redefined the shopping experience. Amazon.com basically eliminated the need to go to a store, and with its fast shipping times, you didn't even have to wait long for your items. Amazon started out by only selling books online in 1995. After having much success, Amazon slowly expanded its product offerings. Amazon's core retail strategy was this: lower prices and wide selection would draw shoppers to Amazon.com, leading to more purchases, giving Amazon more leverage to negotiate even lower prices from manufacturers. That in turn would enable Amazon to offer even lower prices and broader selection. Just like Sears, but in a new way, shoppers were now able to get everything they needed and even things they didn't need conveniently at a really low price. Who are their primary customers? Initially, Sears' target customers were middle to low-income working class families. Their target market geographically changed from rural America to urban work centers to suburban shopping malls. Sears provides everything a working class family needs to run a household, from appliances to tools to clothing and shoes to home decor. As the working class moved geographically, so did Sears. Because of the incredibly wide selection of products and low prices, Amazon has something for everyone. People of all ages and geographical location buy from Amazon. Amazon basically targets anyone that uses the internet. They have a presence in so many platforms, and they do a great job with cross-platform promotions. Some examples include a visual search tool in Snapchat that will allow you to scan an object or barcode, and it will take you directly to the Amazon purchase page. Influencers across social media can have an Amazon quote-unquote storefront with all of their favorite or recommended products as they promote and they will even get a commission when someone uses the link and makes a purchase. Amazon is also on Twitter, Facebook, Pinterest, and Twitch, and their content is specific to the format and the people that use those platforms. They also target the individual by allowing buyers to post reviews and pictures and allowing you as the customer to let them know if that was helpful or not. They also target the individual by recommending alternative or similar products. How did Sears connect with their customers and create loyalty? First of all, Robert Sears, founder of the company, knew the importance of keeping a customer. He would write, "We can't afford to lose a customer," in their catalog. He would include reviews from satisfied customers in the catalog and always remind the reader that they had the lowest prices and best values. Early on, Sears wrote almost every line in the catalog using his personal experiences to describe products and using language and expression of his target customers. He really took the time to personalize the catalog for his customers. In 1903, he even added "your money back if you are not satisfied" and included a handwritten note to his customers. Fast forward many years to 2009, and Sears started the Shop Your Way loyalty program. This program provided cash back, coupons, fuel perks, sweepstakes, early viewing of sales ads, and even personalized service and advice on products. Members of this group made up 75% of eligible sales in 2014, and these engaged members are also shown to spend 75% more than the average customer. Would it surprise you to know that Amazon has built its own customer relationship software in-house? Customer Relationship Management, or CRM, basically collects and analyzes data without the need for human interaction. There are 4 different aspects of this software that creates a relationship between the customer and Amazon. First, most customers create an account where they store their payment and shipping info. This account also shows customers their order history, current orders, and saved items. There is little need for a human customer service rep, but Amazon also benefits from these user accounts because it gives them most of the data they need to customize a user's experience on the site. This is crucial for targeted marketing as Amazon sends out specific emails or ads to you based on this information. Another benefit of this account is that it makes it so easy for the customer to make a purchase. One click and your purchase is done. When you log in, Amazon shows you recommended products based on your purchase history. Did you know that recommendations engine generates a whopping 35% of Amazon's revenue? Finally, if a customer has a return, it is all handled through your account. And even if you need to speak to a customer service rep, they have all the information they need by accessing your account, so they should be able to solve your problems quickly and efficiently. Amazon makes the entire shopping experience easy and helpful, which creates a positive relationship and customer loyalty. Up to this point, I have been basically talking about the major successes of Sears retail. We all know that Sears is almost non-existent at this point, so what went wrong? Using big data and artificial intelligence plays a role in the demise of this once successful company. For examples, customers have complained of poorly stocked shelves and lack of personalized marketing. Big data and AI would have certainly helped in this area. Sears recognized the need for data analysis. They were collecting the data they needed but lacked the capacity to analyze it to their benefit. After upgrading their systems, companies like Amazon had already quickly surpassed them. Amazon uses your data to enhance your customer experience, but they use big data for other areas of their business as well. I'm sure you've heard about the shipping logistics craziness Amazon is faced with. They're able to keep your deliveries fast through analytics software. Did you know Amazon uses data to anticipate where to store certain items so they are located closest to where a customer is most likely to buy it? Amazon also buys some data from outside sources to use in conjunction with their own data. This is used for ad optimization. In order to increase ad sales, they need to make sure they are placing the ads in front of the customer who are most likely to click on them. Finally, did you also know that prices on products can change several times a day? Big data analytics helps Amazon decide ideal pricing at ideal times. One thing that sets Amazon apart from others is the sharing of its data. For example, if a person goes to the Amazon Go store, and buys vegetables, then goes home and uses Alexa to look up how to grow your own vegetable garden, the recommendation tool can use that information from both places to recommend relevant garden tools or products necessary to make your own vegetable garden. All data is used and analyzed by all parts of Amazon. Amazon calls their approach to AI a flywheel. Machine learning in one area can help develop another area, so information is constantly flowing. Sears failed to innovate in new technology. The online shopping experience was growing exponentially. Sears failed to upgrade and change to compete with companies like Amazon. The market was changing, but Sears basically stuck to their path and did not embrace e-commerce like other companies. Target, Walmart, and even Macy's embraced a digital future, but who did Sears have to push this mindset of its organization? I believe Robert Sears was a visionary early on, and the company would not be where it is today if they had a similar visionary to keep them on track of a digital transformation. I think it's safe to say Amazon.com is a digitally mature organization. It is constantly innovating, diversifying, and growing. Jeff Bezos is a visionary that is always thinking long term. Amazon is always being recognized as a top employer to attract the talent that is needed for a company driven by digital technology. In the early 2000s, Sears receives about 6 million applications and used to hire between 140,000 to 160,000 retail sales representatives. This volume pushed for the use of analytics in the hiring process. Employees fill out an online application and then are taken through a virtual sales simulation with customer scenarios. Based on answers, candidates are scored and ranked as potential employees. Executive level candidates are measured against 14 to 17 desired competencies. This could help determine who has a higher predictability at being successful. However, Sears executives know that this tool is used to identify potential candidates and relies on great interview skills and analytics to make the final decision. Amazon used artificial intelligence for hiring decisions until they realized in 2015 that the results were biased towards men for technical jobs. The recruiting engine was trained to recognize potential candidates by observing resumes that had been submitted to the company over the last 10 years. The problem was that the tech world was male dominant, so most of the resumes were from men. The program basically recognized that and penalized resumes, including the word women, such as member of the women's hockey team or women's technology council member. While Amazon edited the program to make it neutral to these words, they still weren't sure it wasn't creating other ways to favor men. From that point, recruiters still look at the tool but do not rely solely on its ranking of potential employees. What have I learned when looking at these two similar yet very different companies? In order to be successful, you need to constantly reevaluate your business strategy. When rural America started to move to urban areas for work, Sears moved too. When working America moved out to the suburbs, Sears moved too. When influencers started advertising their favorite products, Amazon gave them a storefront. When Amazon had success with books, they added more product. When that was successful, they added even more. With each success, they added. In order to maintain longevity in the retail industry, you need to provide customers what they want, and you need to provide it at a great price and with ease. Amazon continues to do that, and Sears did that in the early stages. You cannot be afraid to change your strategy based on changing times and changing technology. I repeat, you cannot be afraid to change your strategy based on changing times and changing technology. What Sears failed to do after many years of success was change to meet the new era. It held on to business strategy too long and didn't update to reflect what the customer actually needed or wanted. They entered the online game too late and with not enough. The history of Sears and Amazon is interesting. I like to read about Americans first having access to mass-produced items and being able to easily buy a washing machine for their home instead of washing clothes by hand. Historians actually use the Sears catalog as examples of moments of history. The pages of that catalog accurately reflect the times. What product was selling, how much it cost, what the advertisement looked like. Fast forward to Amazon, they opened the doors to a whole new world of shopping. Who would have ever thought I could think of a product I needed and have it at my door in a day? Do you think Richard Sears would have ever imagined that you could just say, "Hey Alexa, order more toilet paper," and that's the extent of your shopping experience? We've come so far in the last 100 years and shopping is so convenient and easy. This makes me wonder, what will the retail industry look like in another 100 years? Thank you.